Hello students, today let us learn how to draw the development of lateral surfaces of hexagonal prism. So go to File, New, select Drawing, click OK. Select A4 ISO, switch off the display sheet format, make it into landscape 297 210, click OK. Observe the units mmgs, scale should be 1:1. So go to Options, Document Properties, Dimensions, make this trailing zeros dimensions remove, click OK. So already I have copied the question. I will be pasting it here. So this is the question which I am going to solve today. Hexagonal prism of side 30 mm, height 60 mm is cut as shown in the figure. Draw the development of lateral surfaces of the prism. If you carefully observe here, I will go to markup option, markup. There are three things here. That is, one is the first section plane is this, the second section plane will be here, and the third section plane is here. Third section. So three section planes have been taken to cut this solid, and we have to draw the development of this. So basically what we'll be doing it here is we will be trying to cut along this edge, and we'll try to open it, and we'll be drawing the development of this. So development is nothing but wrapping a thin sheet around the solid, and we need to unwrap it. The development, the area whatever we get is the development. So before we start this, I'll just try to open the solid model of this drawing so that it will be easy for you to understand how exactly this solid has been cut. Now I've opened this solid modeling. Now you can see this hexagonal prism front view. I'll go to the top view. So if you observe in top view, it appears as an hexagon. I'll go to the isometric view so that easily you can see the solid. So now you can clearly see how it has been cut. So very difficult to visualize in 2D, so that's why I've created 3D so that you can visualize this component much easier way. So carefully if you observe in front view, so there are three section planes. One is this, the second one is this, and third one is this. So three section planes have been used to cut the solid in this manner. Now let us try to find out the section points. What do you mean section points? The intersection of the section plane with the edges of the solid. Now if you carefully observe here, the section plane is intersecting here, here, here. So totally, if you observe carefully, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 section points. These points has to be presented on the development, and if you connect those points, you'll get the development after sectioning. So this is the theory behind development. Let us start. The development of lateral surfaces. Okay, now I have added sheet 1 here. I have copied the question. Now I click on add sheet to create the next sheet. So where I will be solving the problem. So go to sheet 2. So as usual, go to sketch, line. So draw a line. So if you observe the line thickness, how do I get the line thicknesses? Right click on the tabs, go to toolbar, line format. So this line format should be active. Then I'll be able to get the line format. Easily you can see here, I have dragged it towards my left side. I'll put it at the bottom. Wherever you feel convenient, you can place this toolbar. Okay, place it. Now you can easily control the thickness of the line. So how do I control the line thickness? So select the line, go to line thickness. You can see here the default line thickness what I am drawing is 0.18, which is thin. So XY line has been drawn. Go to hexagon, number of sides is 6. Draw an hexagon. Draw an hexagon. Just compare this hexagon with the hexagon which you have got in the question. So they have kept the sides parallel to XY line. So I should do the same thing. So I should make this side horizontal. Select one of the sides, make it horizontal. So they are given in the question, side is having 30. So go to smart dimension, dimension this 30. Dimension this 30 and remove this line, circle. Now you draw the front view. This is the top view. Now you go to the front view. I'll draw the front view. Drop projectors towards the XY line. How do I exit from the line tool? Sometimes see here, there are 2 points here. If you connect to the midpoint, it is wrong. Why? Because the projector what you are drawing is not vertical. So give preference to the vertical, right? Right now you can click here. Many students will ask, why, what we should do suppose if we are not getting this. So draw a vertical line, go to trim, trim it. It's the best way to tackle this problem. Go to line, draw it. Now let us complete the front view now. If you observe in the question, they have given the height as 60. So let me go to the sheet 2 and dimension this as 60. 60. Let me complete this as if the development is before section. How it appears like that I will draw. So this is hexagonal prism before section. Now after section, how it appears, that they are given here. So I should connect this to the midpoint. So go to line, connect this to the midpoint. So similarly, you can observe in the question, they are connected from here to this point. Same way I'll do that. So I'll draw a line from here to here, from here to here. Okay. So why have you drawn this portion? This portion will help me to get the development. Later, I can remove it or I can leave it as them. So what I'll be doing now is I'll be selecting the lines which have been retained. That is the portion which has been retained. I'll make it thick. Base has not been drawn. Let me draw the base first. So the base with these lines. Okay. Make it to 0.5 mm. So this is a retained portion. Similarly here, this portion is retained. So you can trim this portion and you can make it thick. Draw a line here. Select these two. Make it 0.5. Similarly in the top view, I'll be able to see that hexagon. So make it thick here. So as soon as you do this, already I've shown you in the 3D modeling, there are total 6 section points. So you can see here, 1 is here, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So total 6 section points are there. So those 6 section points will be presented here. So I go to line, I'll draw a line here, I'll trim this portion. Now I'll be drawing the development here. So this is on this line, I'll be drawing the development. From here you can start the development. And you can draw it. If you feel that it's too near, you can always draw a line away from this, trim it. Okay. If it is nearer, and draw it away. So if you draw one line, that is sufficient. And the remaining lines you can always make use of linear sketch pattern at a distance of 30 mm. So here we have an option called linear sketch pattern. So x-axis, how many lines I want? I want 7 lines. So type 7. What is the distance between the lines? What is the distance? 30 mm. Which line? Click here. This is the line. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is coming out of the sheet. Not a problem. Click OK. So if you face this kind of problem where everything is coming out of the sheet, so Control A. Press Control A. I have sufficient space towards my left side. Can go to Move Entities. Make sure to select starting point and ending point. See, it will move. It will move. So this development is coming within the drawing sheet. So you can observe here there are total 6 rectangles. So this is the development before section. So this is how it appears before section. Now there are section planes. So those section points has to be presented on this. So before we proceed, always do the notations first. So what is the notation? That is the naming of the points, A of A1. So this naming is very important. Without naming, do not proceed. B of B1. Sorry. B of B1. Similarly, C of C1. D of D1. E of E1. Okay. So this 6 lateral edges I have named it. Similarly, I should name the front view also. So go to Note, So this is only one point I'll get, front view A dash. So this is B dash in bracket F dash. Similarly, this point is C dash in bracket E dash. Similarly, the point here is D dash. Okay. So how do I get the basis? Copy this. Hold Control key, select all this text, paste it here. Paste it here. Now you can drag it to the required position. Type 1, E1 dash. The notations will not change except the one. You should add 1. C1 dash, E1 dash. Similarly, D1 dash. Okay. So this is how. Then don't forget to put XY VP HP. Very important. Capital X, VP, HP, Y. So base it VP, HP, and Y. Okay. So this is how it should complete. This is before section. After section, what all changes we have? I'll get a first section point here, so I'll name it as 1 dash. Sorry, go to annotation, note 1 dash. Similarly, I'll be getting second section point here, 2 dash. Similarly, here I'll be getting 3 dash. Similarly, I'll be getting 4 dash. Here, I'll be getting one more point on lateral surface. So it is 3 dash in bracket 5 dash. Okay. Similarly, here I'll be getting the last point, that is 6th section point, 6 dash. Here. So like this, I'll be getting all the section points. These section points should be represented on the top view also. Go to node. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can clearly see this 2 dash in bracket 6 dash, 3 dash in bracket 5 dash. You can see 3 dash in 5 dash, 2 dash 6 dash. That is how. So don't name it as per your wish. Name as per you have named ABCD. Follow that sequence. The sequence should always be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should always follow that ABCDEF. Don't try to name here itself 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash here, 4 dash, 5 dash here, 6 dash here. If you name it, then you will be having problem in the development here. So follow this sequence. It will be easy for you to draw the development. Then what I will do is for development, I will cut along A1 and I will unfold the cheat. So this is A1. Similarly, this is B, C, D, E, F, and this is A. Why A? Because since we have cut along A1, so A1 will be present on both the sides. Because if you once again join it, both the points will coincide and I'll get the same points again. So that is why on both the sides we'll get. So I'll copy the text, I'll paste it. I'll paste it, and I can make use of this B1 dash, sorry, B1, C1. Next is D1. Similarly, F1 and A1. So after this, we are supposed to produce those section points on the development. So before I proceed, I'll just dimension these two to make sure the distance is 30. Fine, correct. Select these two. Make sure the overall distance is 180. So this thing should be correct. Next, height, as usual, 60 will remain as it is. We need not dimension it again. So we can drop a projector showing that we have carried the dimension from here to here. Okay. So from here, the development will start. Next, how do I proceed? How do I produce this section points on the development is not A1, you can see here A dash, A1 dash, this is A1 dash. In between A dash and A1 dash, I'm getting 1 dash here, so I should put 1 here. So type 1. This is where 1. Here, there is a small change. If you observe the distance, here it is showing 29 point, it should be 30. Why it should be 30? Because they are given in the question. If you observe in the question, the distance is 30 mm. So simply add connected to that point. Actually, it should be 30 mm. So if this distance is 30, then I will be able to get the point correctly. Now let me produce it onto this project. So 2 onto, it will exactly coincide with the midpoint, 30. Same point holds good for F1. So produce it to F1 also. Okay. Similarly, what about the third point? This point is 2 now. 2 is over. That is, yes, this is 2. Similarly, 3 is on C. Right? So I will name 3. 4 is on D1. This is where exactly 4 is. Where is 5? 5 is on E. Here is 5. This is 6. And where is 1? 1 is once again on A. So this is how I'll get the section points. I'll move it to the concerned location. So this is 1. This is 2. Should move it precisely. Don't place it somewhere. So this is 3. We move it here. See. Next comes 4, which is next to D1. Here itself 4. Next is 5. Here. 6. Here. 1 is here. A1. Okay. Now your duty is to just connect all the points. That is, connect all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 to 2. 2 to 3. 3 to 4. 4 to 5. 5 to 6. 6 to 1. Okay. This is how we connect it. Now what we should do is, the portion which is retained, we'll make it thick. The portion which is removed should be thin. Select the lines which has been retained, including the lateral edges. Don't forget the lateral edges. The lateral edges should also be thick, 0.5. So what about this portion? You can always go to trim and you can trim it, or you can make use of split entity and you can split it. Okay, draw 2 lines again, select these two, make it to 0.5. So this is how we get the development of hexagonal prism. If you have any doubts, you can post it in the comment section. I'll reply for your doubts. Okay, thank you for listening.